I motivate you a bit more than most, like any other chap.
I'm motivated, I'm self-motivated, and I for sure want to crack at that belt. I for sure want to crack at that 175 to 70 pound belt to go for the Triple Crown.
Conor McGregor shocks the MMA world by setting his sights on Islam Makhachev for the welterweight title in his highly anticipated comeback. The news creates massive hype, fueled by McGregor's superstar status and his historic rivalry ties to Khabib Nurmagomedov. Calling it a great scrap, McGregor is chasing history by aiming for a third championship in a new weight class. The matchup excites fans as one of the sport's biggest names now targets Khabib's longtime teammate.
I motivate you a bit more than most, like any other chap.
I'm motivated, I'm self-motivated, and I for sure want to crack at that belt. I for sure want to crack at that 175 to 70 pound belt to go for the Triple Crown.
And what a fight that would be, you and Islam. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it, after all these years?
Southpaw. It was a good performance out of him, and fair play to him. He had the courage to do it, to go up. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. Let's see what happens. Let's get...
Islam Makhachev. Islam has made it clear that he dislikes Conor McGregor just as much as Khabib did. He openly said he doubts McGregor will ever fight again, and even stated that the Irish star is not welcome in Dagestan. These strong comments have only increased excitement about a potential fight between them.
Again?
McGregor? No, I don't think. Too much drunk, too much marijuana.
What if he came to Dagestan and you trained him? Could you get him right?
Who?
McGregor.
That guy's not stepping foot in Dagestan.
Yeah.
He's not going
Not
there.
allowed.
Could you guys fix him?
No.
Too far, too gone?
He's never gonna come to Dagestan, and we're not friends. We don't want.
On the other hand, Ian Gary has strongly dismissed the idea of Islam fighting Kamaru Usman, calling Usman irrelevant and pointing out that he has only one win since 2021. Gary believes any talk of Usman getting another title shot is nonsense.
Scream and shout and fight anyone in the world. That fight's not happening. Kamaru Usman is irrelevant. He's had one win since 2021. He's the last one down the list who deserves a title shot. The fact that we're even mentioning his name amongst this title contention is bollocks. He's nowhere near the top. He had one win over a guy who's had nearly double digits lost in the UFC and Joaquin Buckley.
Meanwhile, Ariel Helwani has admitted that Ian Machado Gary has recently outperformed Kamaru Usman and deserves a major opportunity. Helwani highlighted Gary's activity level and importance inside the UFC, mentioning that he has fought 3 times in the last year, including one short-notice fight. Gary is coming off big wins, including beating top-level opponents and former champion Belal Mohammed. Helwani believes Gary's consistency and high-level victories make him a serious title contender.
This is a great quote. This is a great quote here. What the fuck has Ian Gary done the last couple of years? Kamaru Usman is a legend. He was offered Shavkat last November. Who ended up fighting Shavkat last December? Kamaru accepted the fight. Okay, we'll see. Kamaru Usman is one of the biggest names in the division. When you're Islam Makhachev, you want to have legacy on your name. So he's trying to paint the picture as to why Kamaru deserves this fight. Kamaru Usman, as we said, has one win in the last 4 years, right? He had a 3-fight losing streak, and prior to this fight, he had not won a fight since 2021. Ian Gary, in the last year, has fought 3 times, including against Shavkat, short notice fight, short notice main event against Carlos Prates, beat him, and then beats the former champion Belal Mohammed. He has done more in the past year and has won more in the past year and has helped out the UFC more in the past year than Kamaru Usman has in the last 4 years. So what the F has Ian Gary done is a crazy, crazy comment. Again, I have no problem with him campaigning for his guy, but we have to also look at it, honestly and critically as well and say this is...
Carlos Prates has also questioned whether Kamaru Usman should be next in line for a title shot, even while praising him as one of the best fighters in the division. He acknowledged Usman's long championship reign and understands why the UFC might still consider him. However, Prates pointed out that Usman is currently ranked 9th and said that while he respects everything Usman has achieved, he would be disappointed if Usman received the next title opportunity.
Kamaru won the fight for the belt, Also, Kamaru and Makhachev, they have the same manager. So let's see how it's gonna work. But also he's number 9 on the rank. But also he's the GOAT of the welterweight division. So
Nah, come on. First of all, he ain't no go to the world. Have you heard of a guy named George St. Pierre?
I know that guy, but I prefer Kamaru.
Nah, come on, Carlo. I like you, Carlo. It would be okay if Kamaru gets the title shot against Islam next.
Of course, no. I would be sad because I won the title shot against.
Yeah. Do you think he is deserving, though? As you say, he's the GOAT. In your opinion, do you think he is deserving?
No, I don't think he's deserved. But also, like I said, he's the GOAT for me.
In contrast, Kamaru Usman has shown respect toward Carlos Prates, saying Prates deserves a title opportunity when the moment comes. Usman praised Prates' mindset, his constant desire to compete, and his willingness to fight through tough situations. Usman believes Prates shows exactly the attitude the UFC values, especially considering how quickly he has risen. Usman also mentioned that while Morales is a dangerous rising contender, Prates currently has stronger momentum.
Right now, for me, I would say Prates. I still think maybe another fight to really kind of... I feel like he's done so much in such a short time. There wasn't enough to let that ripple effect really touch the masses all over the world. But I would say Carlos Prates right now. I like everything I'm seeing from him. His willingness, his excitement to go out there and compete and fight. Even if he loses, it's like, okay, I have to fix that and I'll come back. Like, that's what I love to see. And I think that's what Dana and the company and Hunter and these guys love, is these guys like that. So I love Prates. Morales, too, is also impressive. You know, no hate on these guys. I love what these guys are doing.
Shavkat Rakhmonov has also shared thoughts, suggesting that Kamaru Usman at least deserves to be in the title conversation. Some voices inside MMA have also raised concerns about possible favoritism due to shared management ties in certain cases. Others argue that Brandon Moreno deserves big opportunities as well, pointing to his strong record, major victories, and his position as a top contender.
Like, for me, when I look at it, I'm like, there's no way Ian gets him next. I don't think so. Well, first of all, the least deserving of it is Kamaru Usman. Brother, like, I don't know how they're finagling this shit, like trying to push him into the
cahoots, between him and Islam.
Yeah,
like mutual friendship.
For
like
sure.
let's get
mutual
you paid.
friendship, same manager. Like, I understand what they're trying to do, but that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I personally, obviously, he beat me. I think Morales is the most deserving out of everybody.
He's undefeated.
Undefeated, 19-0, just beat me. I was the #1 contender. Beats me. Number 2 would be, I think Prates is right there. I think he would deserve it more. Shavkat doesn't deserve a title shot.
He got to get back in the race.
He's got to get back in the race. Everyone else, everybody else got to be in the something like that. Everyone's got to be in the race. Then he just.
At the same time, Ali Abdelaziz revealed that the UFC once considered booking Islam Makhachev against either Kamaru Usman or Ian Machado Gary for UFC 324. He explained that the UFC reached out around January 26 regarding a possible main event. Islam reportedly considered the offer but decided against making such a quick return to action. Abdelaziz also confirmed that both Usman and Gary were discussed as possible opponents, showing how the UFC always tries to build the biggest fights possible for major events.
It ends up being challenging Islam for this belt first. When ideally do you think Islam fights again?
Well, Islam just fight, honestly. Even the UFC reached out to me. They was asking him to fight a main event June 27. He thought about it.
The White House card?
No. January 28. He thought about it. He's like, no, Habib said, hey.
Who's that again?
Like, honestly, Kamaru's name was in the mix. I can tell you that. Kamaru's name was in the mix for January 28. You know, honestly, you know, Ian Gary's name is in the mix too. But at the end of the day, man, the UFC is a business. They're going to make the biggest fight they can make.
Meanwhile, Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje are expected to fight for the interim lightweight title, due to champion Ilia Topuria being unavailable for UFC 324. The winner of that fight will move on to challenge for the undisputed championship. However, many fans feel that Arman Tsarukyan was unfairly passed over despite being a top contender. Dana White has remained firm about Tsarukyan's position in the lightweight division. Even though he is one of the top challengers, he will not get an immediate title shot. White referenced past incidents and explained that since Pimblett and Gaethje are already set to fight for the interim belt, Tsarukyan must rebuild his momentum and earn more wins before getting another title opportunity. The UFC president emphasized that title shots are not simply given, they must be earned through performance and consistency. That brings us to the end of today's video, and we hope you enjoyed it. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel for more UFC news and updates.